Rock.com.
Which you can...
These Brussels sprouts are so fucking
really good.
So
really
good. My jam too, yeah.
Sweet.
I'm with you. Brussels sprouts all the way.
Man, it's like the best PR campaign in the last 10 years.
It really is, isn't it?
It's Brussels sprouts.
It's crazy.
Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 years ago, and now every restaurant needs a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, I was not a Brussels sprout fan growing up. And, like, now it's, like, the first thing I order. Like, if a menu has Brussels sprouts, especially if there's, like, some sort of sweet, like, thing
glaze.
going on there. Yeah.
Balsamic,
Yeah.
roasted.
Yeah. You're speaking my language.
Right.
I think you're going to be really excited by the surprise we have for you.
Yeah.
All right.
In the middle of the... So I have to say, at the risk of admitting to you right off the bat that I stalk you,
You mean me personally?
Did
like
you
around
eat lunch at Swan Oyster Depot today?
I absolutely did.
Dude, that is pretty freaking awesome.
It is. I was so excited to go
First of all,
there.
how early did you have to wake up?
I woke up at 8, but that was against my will. That wasn't just to go there.
Right.
And we went to Namu Gaji
last
night
which
when
is,
we got in.
And they have a booth here.
No way.
Yeah, dude, they've been here for years. They do these
Stone pot?
Namu. No, they do. It's got to be like festival food.
Yeah, of course.
So it's these Namu. They call them like, it's like Korean tacos.
Yeah,
So they
awesome.
basically like do. It's
like the
like
koji
nori.
truck or something?
Well, it is, but it's with nori, like seaweed instead of flour tortilla.
Oh my
So it's
God.
like nori,
That's-
rice, and then like a
That
little
stuff is
bit
great.
of.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I got to get
Korean.
into that.
So you went, okay.
But yeah.
All right, so where do we start then? You want to
Okay,
start with
so
last night or today?
We can start with
work
last
our way
night. Yeah.
backwards.
So
Okay,
my ultimate plan was to go to Swan Oyster Depot this morning,
gotcha.
alone or with company.
Whatever.
I was
people
on
who
my
are willing people who are willing to wake up
I
early
was
and wait
getting
in line.
on the train,
Yeah.
and I didn't care if anyone joined me. So last night we got in. We actually reserved a table with some friends at Namu Gaji, and went straight from the airport to catch the reservation because our flight was delayed. So
That's
it was
awesome.
constant. The further that
You were
it was
my new
delayed,
favorite person.
Yeah, I love. This is
Did
my
you guys-
favorite thing to do. That's why I was
Did
like,
you guys
yes, I
have to, like,
absolutely
roll
want
in
to
with
do this.
instruments? Like, where you
No,
guys, like,
no, it was
where
so-
can we put these?
It was such a logistical battle, and it got so political because we had to like send our tour manager off with all our stuff, and that's
Right.
like extra work. It was extra work for us to basically enjoy
Did the whole band
our
go?
evening. Teresa, Emily, myself, and our friend Ginny went. Yeah, and it was really, really good. It was really good. I think it's all about the bigger plates there.
Yeah, so tell me, what did you guys have? Because I actually have never been to the restaurant.
It's
I've
good.
only had it here.
It's good. It's we had there's like a mushroom lasagna thing. It all looks very gourmet as well, which I love, that kind of artisanal shit, that touch. Even if it doesn't taste as
You're all
good,
about the
if it
plating,
looks good.
right, yeah.
Kind of. And you feel like you're spending more money when you're not. It's fantastic. So we got like this mushroom kind of tower thing with little cream puffs, and they had an amuse boucher, which always lifts the game up a little bit, and lots of pickles, and we had like a salad, like a Napa cabbage salad, and then we had that stone pot, which was amazing, and the mushroom dumplings, which is in like a dashi broth.
Well,
sick.
what exactly was in the stone pot?
The stone pot was rice,
Yeah.
egg,
Oh, so it was like
kimchi,
like a bibimbap
mushroom
kind of thing, like
basically.
a Korean.
Exactly,
oh,
yeah, and
cool.
it comes with a little sauce.
Nice.
It was really good. That was the highlight,
Right.
I think. And then
And
I
you
thought
woke up at- then you
I
woke
thought
up at
I
8
was
o'clock
going to
this
be
morning.
yeah, I thought I was going to be too full to eat at Swan, that I would
No.
just have to forfeit it.
Couldn't
Let me tell you.
But I shot up like a light, and I just thought
And
I just
you know
knew
what?
that I
Raw
had to do it.
seafood. I have this theory, which I shared with Jeff earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I have this theory that raw seafood actually makes you hungrier sometimes, or not even just seafood, not even raw seafood, but like shellfish.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if you've ever been to an all-you-can-eat Chinese food buffet. but
Maybe when I was younger, yeah, but I try to avoid it.
I have this theory that after stuffing my face at a Chinese food buffet,
Yeah.
if you then you get full, and then you follow it up with some of the crab claws.
Then you can start
Then you
again.
can
After
start
you
again,
eat the
yeah,
crab
bang, bang.
claws, it dude, she got
Totally,
the-
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It's my
Bang Bang
favorite.
is
I
our
love
Bang
it.
Bang.
It's the
Bang
best,
Bang.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? Bang bang.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Amazing.
all right. So,
Hi.
Swan. So, what did you
Yeah.
guys? What happened?
I
What?
am distracting her, and
We're talking about Namu Gaji, and he saw me at Swan this morning.
Not personally.
No,
not
he did not
personally.
see you at
On
Swan. He
Instagram.
stalked
On
you.
Instagram. I stalked
Instagram.
you on
Okay, I thought
Instagram.
you were there just lurking in the corner.
Okay. See, that would be that
somebody
would.
else stalked you and put it on Instagram, or did you put
I put it on Instagram. I was too excited. Yeah.
It was an official
Nico
official
Day put
post.
it on Instagram of Stella.
Yeah, via me. So yeah, I went first to. I discovered my new favorite coffee spot in San Fran, which is Iron and Steam, and it's about 3 or 4 doors down from Swan. And it's just a girl in a window, looks like she's selling movie tickets, and she's sitting next to the most beautiful, like 1930s Italian espresso machine.
We refer to that as a hipster.
Oh, just
Use
the
it. Yeah,
girl
you
in
can
a
just say
window?
hipster. You can just say hipster, and everyone knows
She didn't
what
have
you're
like
talking
a Salvador
about.
Dali moustache and wasn't wearing a beret, so she didn't quite meet.
There were no overalls.
Yeah,
For the action.
she didn't meet all the requirements of a female hipster.
Wait, so was it? So it was Italian style.
It was,
It
yeah.
wasn't like
Yeah.
any like new like pour
No.
over like any of that weirdness.
So they went. The menu was like it was 5 different drinks. The first was kind of like an espresso. The second was a little bit bigger, and they all went in order of how much milk is added. And so I asked for a flat white, which
what?
is my thing.
flat
A flat white.
Which what is that? Because I've seen that on menus and I don't know exactly what it is.
It's the most popular coffee drink in Australia
Right.
and New Zealand, and now London.
Is that where
They've
you're?
picked
Is
up
that
on
where,
it?
where are you from?
Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're coffee
Where in
fiends.
Australia?
Sydney. Sydney. Well, Melbourne's kind of the capital of espresso in Australia, but Sydney comes pretty close. Like some baristas get paid as much as lawyers
Really?
in Australia. Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
fucking insane.
I spent some
Yeah.
time in South Australia. That's where I learned about.
Adelaide,
Adelaide.
Radelaide, or
Adelaide.
Badelaide, or Sadelaide.
It was kind of, sort of Radelaide.
Yeah.
But then I went to Kangaroo Island, and that was
Oh
super
yeah,
Radelaide.
I love it there.
Amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well
it's
done.
great.
What were you doing?
I was just there.
Cool.
The South Australian Tourism Board wanted me to go.
That's
And I said
awesome.
Yes.
Who's interviewing who here?
No, I love it. I want to know this. It's great. Yeah.
It was
Do
great.
you have any questions for me or? No, I'm just
Sure. What was your dad like?
kidding. Oh, let's not talk about that.
Okay, all right.
All right, flat white. I want to.
Yeah,
I
flat
still want
white.
to know what a flat
All
white
right,
is.
So someone's probably going to assassinate me when I describe this because I
Don't
might.
assassinate her.
Yeah. Please don't kill me. I'm just trying.
You know what? If you don't want to get assassinated, don't post photos of where you are on Instagram. Just
I know, but I was
just a hint.
leaving. I
You were
wasn't
already
like,
gone. You
I
were
was,
already gone. Right.
I was out,
You're
and
like,
it was
I
like
don't
my.
need-
It was
I
like
don't
dropping the
need-
mic.
You're like,
Boop.
Bam!
See
I don't
ya.
need any weird, short, fat Jewish podcasters following me at
With a gun.
restaurants. All right, flat white.
Flat white. All right, so it is probably best to describe this to a barista. It's something like it's a latte, but it's shorter. 2 shots of espresso,
2 shots of espresso.
but it's shorter, so it has to be put. It's in a smaller cup, so like a cafe, like a lungo. Have you ever had them?
Say it again.
Like a lungo. It's like in a smaller glass.
Okay.
So think of like a Starbucks tall cup.
Okay.
And like basically cut it in half.
Okay.
And that's kind of that's a flat white.
Is it
and it's
usually
microfoam on
is
the
it
top, so it's
usually
not like it's not cappuccino froth.
Oh, what's the
Yeah.
difference between microfoam and cappuccino froth?
Okay, for listeners at home, check this image out. Basically, you kind of shave the top when they're pouring the steamed milk. You're shaving it at the top, so you're just getting the velvety microfoam underneath and not the cappuccino-y intense froth.
Ah.
Yeah, so it's a lot velvetier and smoother, and it's really
Are
delicious.
flat whites served in glasses, like clear
yes,
glasses?
they should
like
be.
those things
Yes.
that they're kind of like twice as big as a shot glass, and
Yeah.
they're usually ribbed on
Exactly.
the outside. Oh,
You got it, yeah.
I hate those glasses.
Okay,
I hate them.
it's not your drink.
I need a handle on
Yeah.
my coffee cup.
They actually do have those.
Do they with
Yeah,
handles?
sometimes. Well, like in Australia, you'll get a latte and they'll have one of those, the clear mugs, but it will be like a glass mug. They're very, very
So
pretentious.
it's twice as much espresso and half the milk of
Yes.
a latte,
Yes,
basically.
basically, yeah.
That sounds good, actually.
It's delicious.
It's like extra coffee, not as much milk.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
And you can have about
velvety-
7 of them and not
velvety
feel so guilty.
microfoam.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
Nice. All right.
It's good stuff.
So, Swan Oyster Depot. Tell me
Yeah.
all about it. I've never been.
Oh my God!
I
Are you
know.
here tomorrow?
Yeah. Why are we going?
Well, I would love to go again. We have to leave early, but you should
All right.
definitely go.
And what am I getting?
You would have to get the smoked salmon with
Okay.
a slice of rye, and
Sounds-
This sounds
That's
like,
it.
This sounds,
Sounds
like,
up my
this sounds like the
Jewy
jam.
alley.
yeah, and they give you a little dewy caper and onion
Delicious.
bowl that you can add. Yeah, add to your delicious salmon, already delicious. Oysters obviously. Just like this is just what I had, so I can't speak for anything else. Although I was watching a lot of tourists order the uni.
Oh yeah,
From
do they do it cut?
Yep, they cut it with scissors. Yeah, it's badass.
The giant
it's amazing.
spiky.
Is it
Spiky-
living? Like is it like one of those
Yeah.
things where, like
I think
see
it
it
has
move,
to be,
you
right?
cut it?
I felt like I
Wait,
saw it
does
move,
uni
but it
move?
might.
Does it move?
Yeah,
Does
the things.
the little
The spikes,
tentacles
yeah.
in and out
Yeah.
a little bit?
I would like to believe that I did see it move, but it could have just been the mushrooms. Yeah,
It could have just
yeah.
been mushrooms.
Whoa, the
That's
early
an
morning
early
mushroom.
morning.
Early
That
morning
is,
mushroom.
that is. By the way, I
Badass.
feel like we're in like 1968 at backstage at a music festival.
Yeah,
I know.
because I don't
Seafood
know
on
that I've
mushrooms.
ever actually had a band be like, yeah, I was on mushrooms that day.
No, I wish I was telling the truth. I'm sorry.
I don't
Oh,
think.
it'd be
I don't
fantastic.
think
Yeah.
in 1968 a band would have been like, I really wanted to see the uni move before they.
I know,
cut,
yeah.
Before they cut off its head.
Yeah,
and
they haven't
served it
eaten
to
in
me.
like 7 days, and
Yeah.
they've been eating dirt and
Very,
smoking
very
cigarettes.
different vibe back then.
I would think so. That might be a cliche. I don't know.
Wait, so you got the raw oysters, the smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon, but I only had like a half portion, which
Okay.
was perfect for me.
Yeah.
And then
You want to get other things.
Yeah,
you don't
and
want to
they-
fill up on the one thing.
exactly, yeah. And they make their own horseradish.
Oh, I love horseradish.
Yep, delish.
I love horseradish. Like
Yeah.
for the oysters, like shaved.
For the oysters,
like
or
shaved
whatever
fresh
you want.
horseradish.
They don't discriminate. They're very friendly there. And then the best thing that I had was this plate of sashimi, which was it was the
Right,
best
because it's like
best.
half Asian, half like what's the? Or,
It's not. It's really American. I mean, it's a very
But then they have sushi. And
yeah.
stuff
Well,
there.
I mean, the fish is so fresh that
Right.
it kind of deserves to be presented in that way. And they just put a little bit of lemon and olive oil and the capers and the onions on it, and it is sublime.
So what time did you get there?
I got there probably. They open at 10:30. I think I lined up. I was there at 10:25, and I would recommend going alone because
One
they just fill it up.
seat.
Yeah, there were a few single seats in between, so I got to go in with the first
Nice.
kind of
It's
yeah.
like
Did you go
single
by
rider
yourself?
line at Disneyland.
Exactly, yeah.
Key way to do it.
That's
Did
so
you-
sad to go to Disneyland by yourself. But I
No,
guess
no,
this
no.
is kind of what it
You
was
don't
like.
Go
Yeah.
alone. This is what we could have done too. Like if you go with two people, you're like single rider line and you just ride separately. So like there's like a seat
Oh,
in between.
yeah.
You're like, we don't have to sit together.
No, that's true.
Pass the food back and forth.
Then and you can talk about it immediately or
Yeah.
send each other texts.
Yeah, you can be like, here's my Instagram picture.
yeah,
So,
so
did you
sweet.
end up going alone?
I did go alone.
Oh,
yeah.
You are so fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks.
My
I
favorite
love
person.
this. This is my favorite thing to do.
Do
And
you, like
a
when you
lot
guys
of
are on
us.
the road, that's like clearly this is what you do.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, what food am I eating in this city? How am I
Yes.
going to get there?
Yeah. I feel like because we don't ever get to be home, it's nice to feel like when you offend a city, when you're a repeat offender, you know where you're going the next time. You're like, I've got to go here and I got to go here.
Right.
So you kind of just you're building a home in every city.
So
in
what
a
are
way.
your some of your favorite places in your favorite cities?
I love Momofuku in New York.
York, yeah.
Oh, and I haven't been to all of the
Which ones have you
spots.
been to?
I've been to the noodle bar and to the
Sambar?
the milk bar.
The milk bar,
Which-
the
Have you
ice
ever
cream
done
shop.
the-
It's
have you
a
ever done
coma shop,
The
that
duck,
place.
the duck at the noodle bar.
Oh, it's
No.
Sambar. It's
So
at Sambar.
fucking
Is it
good.
insane?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so amazing.
It's
Is it
at
like a
lunchtime.
pancake
It's at
thing?
lunchtime, and they have rotisserie
no,
duck.
this is different than what I had. I did a duck dinner. I think it was at the noodle bar.
Oh,
Ducky
really?
dinner?
Yeah.
But it was a rotisserie duck, and they serve it with. At lunchtime, it's cheaper. You could just get a bowl of rice with the same rotisserie duck. But
Oh
then
my
at dinner, I think maybe they
God.
do the full
Duck.
the full duck.
And it comes with like the buns, and it's like make your own duck buns, and it's ridiculous. And it's like
Oh my
$40 a
God.
person. They do it by person, so it's like fucking cheap and like so good.
Can you go
It's
by
like
yourself
one
and
of my
pay $40?
favorite meals.
Because that would
Wow.
be pretty sweet.
Yes.
Yes,
I kind of-
Stella's move.
I wish someone would call me Duck Bun. I think that's a
It's
really
a-
cute
Yeah,
name.
Really great nickname.
Yeah,
That'd be a good DJ name.
definitely DJ.
Duck bun.
All right, so New
Doing
York,
that.
Momofuku. What else?
Also, Momo Sushi Shack in Bushwick.
Oh,
is really
that I've
really
never
good.
heard of.
It's a really good one. It's probably going to be,
Is it surrounded by Polish restaurants? What?
In Bushwick? No, I think that's.
Oh, that's
more-
Greenpoint.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I would know because I'm very Polish.
is Bushwick where Roberta's is?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I have such a limited understanding of every neighborhood that has my favorite restaurant in it, but those are some of my favorites. And
So what's the sushi place?
Momo Sushi
What
Shack.
kind of? What kind of place
Really-
is it? Is it
Really not too fusiony, so it's pretty traditional, and they have kind of different grades of soy sauce on the table, and different grades of how much wasabi's in it. It's all pre-prepared, and they do these kind of they call them bombs, I think. So they do, instead of the nigiri that has the kind of flatter, more rectangular rice under the fish, they just do it in a little like almost like Indonesian, like a micro Indonesian rice cake, and then some fish over the
Nice.
top, and it's really good.
all right?
Really
How
good.
about I don't know, other places that you're
Well, LA is
super
the one that
excited?
I can think about because I live there,
Right.
and I revel in people visiting, so I can kind of.
Can I? Well,
Oh,
this
is the
about
man
to
here?
happen.
Oh, should we?
And
Oh my God.
I have a message for you from a chef in Los Angeles, who I was just texting with. Jessica Coslow says she loves you
Oh, she's
and
my
she
favorite.
misses you.
I miss her
And I'm
deeply.
about to
I'm
tell
sorry,
her
wait.
to call you Duck Bun from now on.
DJ Duck Buns.
DJ Duck Bun.
Better yet, she can just replace the Stella on the
I'm gonna take a
menu
picture of you
with
and send it
Know
to
about
her.
the
that.
duck bun. Of course,
Yep,
I know about
yep.
that. I stalk
He
you.
stalks you on- Are
What
you in
part
LA?
of I stalk you? Don't you understand?
Amazing. Ready?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
What
take
are
a
we doing? What are we doing?
creepy photo.
Jessica Coslow
Oh.
picture. Because that's literally who I was texting. I was like, I'm sitting here with Stella.
Oh, I'm so glad
Do
that
you
you
have a
mentioned
message
her,
for her?
because that was the first place that I was going to mention
Yeah,
about
so,
Los Angeles.
right, which is Squirrel.
Yeah,
which
and it is everything that I believe deeply about food is
okay.
represented in that place.
All right,
I
let's
think.
hear it.
Yeah. Well, it's it's. Oh, should we do this?
No,
It's
no,
just-
no, no.
no. I'm
about
just.
Squirrel. Well, wait. We're gonna make you
by
wait.
this
We're
thing.
gonna make
Oh,
you,
God,
make you
okay.
stare
Look at
it.
these Brussels sprouts.
And then,
Alright, Jesus.
well, you know what? We're gonna give it. No, don't take it out. We're gonna.
Some of the
give this-
girls are gonna love
we're
the
gonna
grilled
give this
cheese.
to you at
Okay.
the end.
Oh,
and
amazing.
see how nice.
Quickly
you
I can
are.
eat it?
Well, how much you want to share it with the band?
Okay.
And see how
Yeah.
nice or
How
whether
far you can get.
we want to see.
Well, now I know that it's a test. I'm desperate to win.
So Squirrel. So
Squirrel.
did you know Jessica before that place opened?
I did,
Or okay.
yes,
How
yeah.
did you know her?
I knew her through some friends at the time. I think I met her when I moved to LA 2008, and at the time she was traveling back and forth between Napa and Los Angeles, and she was working on a winery there. And then the next time I saw her, she was working at a restaurant in Atlanta, and we were touring there in 2010. And so it just seemed like I kind of caught her while she was on this culinary journey before she decided exactly what she was going to do.
Even before the jams.
Before the jams,
Yep.
yeah. She could have been doing them in private, I don't know, but nobody knew about it. They were private jams. And then...
So you're actually Jessica can call you a real friend.
I hope so.
As opposed to the rest of us fatzos that she's like, you just like me for my food.
That's probably
I knew
true,
her
yeah.
before the restaurant too. We
Yeah.
used to
Did
go to
you?
lunch before I knew you.
No
We
way.
went to lunch
Yes.
together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We went to Ramen Jinya in the valley.
Did we?
Yeah.
With Jessica?
It was like, but it was right when she started the jam.
Yeah, I knew her when she was baking overnight in
Oh.
in Koreatown, and then
Wow.
she'd go to like lunch in the middle of the day. And I don't know if you know her friend Meg, who I am very close friends with.
I don't know Meg,
So
no.
she and Meg and I would like go hang and grab lunch.
Yeah.
And then she became amazing. I mean, she's always amazing, but then her empire was built.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
So
like,
what is it about Squirrel that
That I love?
Yeah, that like.
well, the fact that there's a dish named after me helps a lot.
Yeah, what is this? To explain to people that don't. Well, first tell people what the restaurant's like. Like what's.
Okay, well, basically, it's the first incarnation. It was just jams.
Right.
So she had that as an office
Yep.
where she would make all the jams overnight and then ship them out to all the artisanal bakeries across Los Angeles. And then she teamed up when they opened up the cafe. They teamed up with G&B Coffee, which is an amazing
that's right.
coffee house in LA. Now they have a place
Is
at the Grand
amazing
Central.
code word for snotty guys who use glasses, weird glasses.
Yeah, but they're not
their
snotty.
coffee's
They're
so
actually
delicious. Their
they're
coffee's
actually
great.
adorable men, and there's no pretension with them whatsoever. They're very patient.
And now they have the
don't
place
turn their
in,
nose up.
Now they have the place in Grand Central Market.
Exactly.
and,
Yeah, and it's really good. I've been there once or twice, but they have like a macadamia nut milk that they make. It's
that
out
latte
of control.
with the mac. Yeah, New York Times named that best iced coffee in the country.
You're
Really?
kidding.
Yeah, no joke.
Sick.
Yep.
What about LA Times? Come on, guys. Get with it. Get up to speed.
LA Times can't go in the country. New York Times, newspaper of record. LA Times, also newspaper of record in a different way. I don't want to miss the LA Times.
Yeah, we love you. We love you.
love
Love you. Love my band.
Yes.
So then she started that cafe, and I pretty much went every single day.
Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that I was the most
when
regular
it first started,
customer.
it was just like toasts.
It was
with
brioche
the jam. Yeah.
and she would, the thing that she does aside from the sweet treats and all the jams is that she ferments a lot of things. So she has a lacto fermented hot sauce that she makes, and she's just into that kind of, I wouldn't call it slow food, but that fermentation process. And I think so few people, now it's kind of taken off, but so few people took the time to do that because the turnover was a lot slower. And I think that's what set her apart from all the other breakfast cafes in Silver Lake, is that there was so much care and so much preparation that would happen, weeks before to get this tiny little morsel of delicious hot sauce in your rice bowl. She's a genius. She's a real
definitely
genius.
is. And what's really great about that place is that I feel like I've seen a lot of people try to copy what she does.
Yeah.
Now,
totally.
in other places around this. And it's like, you need to understand, like, this was not, like, she did not open a hip cafe in a hip neighborhood in LA. She started making jams out of a commissary in a shitty neighborhood where the rent was nothing. And then was like, well, as long as I'm doing this and I'm here, I might as well start selling coffee and toast with jams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it evolved into what it is now.
Absolutely.
And, it's kind of transformed that street. In some ways, and I think as the years go on, it's going to become. Although I have to say, if Wa's Golden Hen, the shitty Chinese food across the street, ever closes because they get priced out of that neighborhood, I will hold Jessica personally responsible.
I don't know what
and
that
I'll be
is.
so angry.
I've never been there either.
I've never
I
taken
feel
you
like
to Wa's
Zach's
Golden
been
Hen.
holding
There's a
There's
Chinese
a
restaurant?
shitty Americanized Chinese food restaurant across the street that at lunchtime you can get fried rice, egg foo young, sweet and sour chicken, and lo mein all in one plate for $5.50.
Wow.
Every time I go to Squirrel, I'm like, oh, I could be across the street eating Wa's Golden Hen right now.
I should just walk past every day and say hi to Jess while I'm holding a plate of.
That's how good
of
Squirrel
yum.
is I'm still willing to go.
Yeah.
So tell people,
Wow.
what is the Stella? Is that on the permanent menu?
I believe so, yeah.
So what is
they
the
better
Stella?
not change it.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
The Stella's like one of the best things on the menu.
It is good, yeah. It's basically a veganized version of probably their most popular dish, which is the sorrel pesto brown rice bowl with feta and egg and kale. And
that
I just
sounds
have
so
it.
good.
I have it without there. Now I put egg on it, but I went through a vegan phase.
Without the egg, you're crazy.
No, the egg. Now I do 2
This
eggs.
egg's so good.
2 eggs, the kale,
And for
the
fat
rice.
people, you can add bacon to that.
Bacon,
if you're
sausage,
or sausage, right?
and
the
maybe a
sausage is
biscuit
good.
if you want. Yeah,
all of
yeah.
the above.
Biscuit is
Yes, so many.
Check mark.
That's a genius.
A lot of
idea.
a la carte options for everyone.
That's, I have
is
to
really
say,
good.
another testament to how good Squirrel is that I will eat something called a coho brown rice bowl with sorrel pesto.
I know.
Because that is not the stuff that I normally eat, but it is so.
Who even knows what
so
that is?
good.
Nobody knows what the fuck it is. But it's
and then
delicious.
the amazing thing is the rest of her menu is like the dishes you get there is good, if not better, than most restaurants in LA.
Totally, absolutely, yeah.
Like restaurant quality, unbelievable dishes that you would not expect to get at a little weird coffee shop that's known for toast and rice bowls.
And it's seasonal, which is the best thing about it. Is that's what keeps them coming, because you can go to a place and try everything and know what you want, but you'll go there for that one thing.
Right.
There's always the
change it up
element
enough.
of surprise.
So what are some of your other favorite places in LA?
I really like EK Sushi.
I was just talking about EK with Ryan from Group Love.
Dude, underrated.
So, A, it's underrated.
Yeah.
B, have you been to where EK moved to?
No.
Kilgara EK.
No,
so
I wanna go.
I've been like a huge fan of EK for many years. And then I started going, so EK was the chef there, the old guy, and he left. And then like the food, it went from being like the greatest sushi to being like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they dipped.
It dipped, right?
They dipped.
So
That's what I hear.
recently, I
Yeah.
took my girlfriend, to Ike's new place in Pasadena,
Ooh.
which is called Kimgare Ike. Omakase only. He's behind the counter.
Is he grumpy?
What's that?
Is he grumpy?
Oh, no, he's always been like super
Oh, damn,
friendly.
I
He's
like
super
grumpy
friendly.
chefs.
And he's like, he loves it.
Yeah.
And it's literally the best sushi I've ever had anywhere. Better than, like, there were a group of Japanese kids there, and they were like, this is better than what we get at home.
Shut
and
up.
I mean, I went to Japan, but I didn't eat great sushi
Yeah.
there, but it was better than anything I had there. And it was like a reminder of the guy's a fucking genius. Like, amazing. So I'm
Really,
so glad
really
that you
good.
love Ike.
I love it, yeah.
Sometimes hard to find other people
Yeah.
who are on the Ike bandwagon, as you know, because I talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
he's the shit.
Yeah,
He's
it's
the shit.
great.
And Sushi Gen is good too, but
Yeah.
I like the community around Ike. And I used to live on Gower and Franklin, so I would walk down to the Ike on Gower, which is much better than it was. It basically plateaued and then it came back up again.
Right. But you got to check out the place. in
I
Pasadena.
really want to
It's
go.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's those are kind of my go-to places. It's like when I have a friend that comes from town, I'll go to Son of a Gun
Oh, so
Yeah.
good.
if I
also.
can.
Yep.
If I
Yeah.
can. It's
Yeah.
crazy there. And Squirrel,
That's
obviously.
another place that I feel like showing up with one or two people. Oh wait, did they get rid of the?
They got rid of
They
the
got rid of
communal
the
table. Bring back.
You know,
if they're
have you
listening
been to
now.
have you been to Petit Trois yet?
No.
So are you familiar with what that is?
No.
It's their new place, John and Vinny, with Ludo. And
No
it's
way.
next door to Tuamec, which is where it's like you have to get like, you know, the set menu,
Yeah.
and you have to make reservations at a time.
You wear
And
like
it's
a dinner jacket,
the
probably.
opposite. It's like
Wow.
there's no reservations, there's no phone number, you just walk in.
all counter
Mad.
seating.
All counter seating.
Yes.
And I went in terrified that I was going to wait for like an hour, walked in and ordered. And it's fucking amazing. It's the best meal I've had in the
and
last
it's like all French
few months.
bistro,
Yeah.
like new school
Incredible.
French bistro style food. Like
Yes. That sounds delicious. And it's close. It's on 3rd.
It's on Highland and Melrose.
Melrose.
Yeah.
And Melrose. All right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll have to go. I mean, there's so much I need to
so
discover.
were you always
know?
into food, like growing up? In
No, this is a really recent thing. I think LA kind of brought it out in me, to be honest. Thanks, bub. Do you have a lighter? Sorry.
Well, no, it's okay.
Does anyone have a lighter? Yeah,
Oh,
get in
yeah.
there.
Yeah, go for it.
See,
And
now I
tell
don't
her
even-
how
yeah.
good it is. Tell her how good it is. It's so
Oh. Yeah. Well,
as soon as we're done, we'll take that.
It's so well marinated.
The fact that Jeff
10 out of
didn't say
10.
that's what she said right after
It's
that.
so
I'm
well
really-
marinated.
I'm so shocked,
good.
Jeff.
That's what she said. What
It's
does that
so
even
well
mean?
marinated.
That's a good one.
I don't
No, that's
know.
a good one.
I mean,
I like it because it's
I don't
really
know
abstract.
When she said it, it sounded
Really-
dirty. It sounded
It's
dirty to
really
me.
super abstract, yeah.
It means
Sounded
nothing.
dirty
Yeah.
to me.
Someone somewhere in like middle America is pissing their pants over that one.
Over
They
that
got it.
clip,
They just
yeah.
like, I get
They're
it.
like, she's
That's
so
it,
well
yeah.
marinated.
So,
Anyway,
so
yeah.
what'd you grow up eating?
I kind of went through like different vegetarian phases, and then tour food was, I think, just coming off tour or touring for like 3 or 4 years straight before I joined Warpaint. I just came home feeling like shit.
What was your
And-
band before Warpaint?
I just played a lot of session stuff, so I would go out and do hired hand stuff and tour in like Southeast Asia, and it would always be like buffet dinners paid for by the record label, and I just ate whatever I wanted and I didn't feel good, and then I made a point of kind of finding the food that I really like that makes me feel high, you know.
Yeah.
And that was, it's like a drug addict basically. That's kind of my relationship with food and restaurants, is finding my favorite places and preaching, you know.
All right, so I feel bad keeping you from this grilled cheese.
No,
and
it's fine,
stuff.
babe.
So so any other favorite places that you want to shout out or recommend to people?
My friend Erica just opened up a place in Highland Park called Kitchen Mouse,
oh,
which is
Kitchen
really
Mouse?
cool. Yeah,
I don't know that place.
it's kind of, it's like mostly gluten-free
is
stuff,
it near
but it's
Mark
really good.
Trombino's Donut Friend?
It's on Figueroa. I think that place is on New York.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
found
custom
your
donut
friends
place,
on New York,
right?
yeah.
Owned by Mark Trombino, who's
Yeah.
like a famous,
legend.
music
Yeah.
producer. Yep.
Yeah, and so Kitchen Mouse is really good, and
It could be anywhere, not just LA.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Bill's in Sydney, in Australia, is really
yeah.
good.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
what are the
and-
best places?
George, I think it's called George Street Noodle. It's on George Street in Sydney, and they hand make their own noodles there.
Nice.
Sensational. It's like the funniest decor you've ever seen. You walk in and there's like fake grapevines on the ceiling. It looks like a really like shitty Italian restaurant, but it's the most legitimate Australian kind of Chinese food that you can get.
Been to Momofuku Saibo? The Momofuku that opened up in Australia.
What?
I think in Sydney.
No, I haven't been. I should go.
Either Sydney or what would the other place be?
Melbourne. That's about
I think
it.
it's Sydney. I think it's Sydney.
Not rattling.
I think it's Sydney.
Not rattling.
I've heard it's not as good as the New York ones.
Okay.
But, I mean, for...
Yeah,
if
I mean, I
you're a
love that.
Momofuku fan, if
I'm
you're,
obsessed. I love David Chang.
Yeah,
I think
then
he's one of my heroes.
You got to go
so,
and check it out.
Yeah, but I'm excited about what, like, all the places that I've read about being able to kind of extending my time in certain cities so I can
Right.
Yeah.
go to
And
those
then,
places.
all right, and then finally, I mean, I was gonna ask Jenny about this if we, got to talk to her. But
Right.
what do you know about Gus's jerky?
Gus's jerky.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
I saw this photo on her Instagram.
She loves
and I
jerky.
was
She
like,
loves
does she love
jerky.
jerky?
Oh my
I was like,
God.
yeah. What's the rest of the band like touring?
She loves fruit chews and jerky. If she's in a bad mood, which is rare, but when she is, just buy her some mango fruit chews.
Oh, it's
and
like the
some
jerky of fruit.
truck stop jerky.
Truck
and she's
stop jerky.
stoked.
I
yeah.
think I saw Truck Stop Jerky at the Echoplex recently.
Really?
Yeah, it's either we either get that's what she said, or
Or
I
a
saw
band
that
name.
I saw that band.
Because
that,
it used to be
one
like,
or the
oh, that's a
other.
good band name,
Yeah.
but I think it's much funnier if you just give them a
I love
venue.
that. That's
you know?
great, yeah.
And if you really want to get into it, you can give them a band that they open for. Like you could
That's a
say,
good one.
I saw Truck Stop Jerky open for the old 97s.
Yeah.
And their songs just weren't really at the same level as Rhett Miller.
They were juicy. They were a little too juicy.
Little
yeah.
juicy, yeah. I wasn't so into their
that.
guitar lines, but their singer was pretty good.
I'm stealing that one.
Well, dude, thank you so much for doing
I think
this.
we need to do one thing.
We
I
need
think
to-
I think before we sign off, you need to try one of these.
Oh
Brussels
yeah, that's
sprouts.
right. Yeah, from the
Yeah.
The grilled cheese is going to go to the girls. I'll take a bite.
grilled cheese, American
Yeah.
Grilled Cheese
Yeah.
Company
Yeah.
here in San Francisco.
So who made these Brussels sprouts?
American Grilled Cheese
I need to
Company.
take a picture of you.
They're out on the. Oh yeah, can we?
enjoying as
Yeah,
well.
we gotta. Yeah,
Oh my god.
Right? They're so good.
we missed the money shot of the.
You want me to do it again?
Well, now it's
Yeah.
gonna be faked. Now it's
No, no,
not.
no.
We got one more.
I got this one. Ready?
All right. Amazing. Her eyes roll back in her head. It's perfect. They're so good.
Man,
It's
they're
so
good.
awesome.
Where is this place?
It's you mean where is it in San Francisco or where is it in outside lands? Because it's in front of the main stage
Yeah.
on the polo field.
Shit, that is so good. I'm definitely
but
going to have
they're
all
at-
the Brussels sprouts to myself.
They're at the American SF on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. But
Amazing.
yeah,
I
we
don't know
should-
where everyone went, so...
Well, now you don't have to share with them, though. Your band left you.
right.
It's all yours.
You guys want some?
Oh, we already
Totally
put.
have another one of
You're gonna
those.
have more.
They're
Come on.
so fucking
Get
good.
into it.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. This was awesome.
Thanks.
We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Food is the new rock.com.
Oh, of course.